In Joshua 5:9, and the Lord said to Joshua, "Today I have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from you." And so the name of that place is called Gilgal to this day. Now, again, the Lord is speaking to Joshua. Never take that for granted, the fact that God speaks to his people. But this is what he said. Today I've done something that you couldn't do, but something that I have done. So focus on what God has done for his people. Today I have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from you. So this could either mean that as Israel had spent 40 years in the wilderness, that the Egyptians, even though they had been gravely defeated by Yahweh, as they would look on Israel for the last 40 years, they were kind of taunting Israel. That's very possible. Like, where is your God now? You're just kind of like a desert people. You have no land. You have no, that could be the reproach. I don't really think that's exactly what's going on. I think what God is saying to Joshua, because this is tied to the fact that now they are circumcised. They are now a circumcised, covenanted nation. They're obedient to the covenant. And so now they are his covenant people in the physical sense and spiritual sense all at the same time now. So now it is very clear, I have set you apart. I have set you apart. I have made you new. I have made you different. I have rolled away the shame, the reproach, the disapproval of Egypt from you. Like the reproach being the fact that during the wilderness wanderings, it was so hard. It took so much work for God to get Egypt out of Israel, because they had Egypt, just the Egyptian culture, the Egyptian ideology, Egyptian gods, all of this stuff had so consumed and filled their minds and hearts. And even though they were a people no longer in Egypt, they still had Egypt very much in them. And so it took the 40-year wilderness wandering for the Lord to work Egypt out of them. And so today, now that you have been circumcised, you're now part of my covenant community in circumcision. I have rolled away the reproach, the shame of Egypt from you. It's probably more the idea of what's going on here, because again, this is strategically connected to circumcision. So they haven't fully taken possession of the land yet. And this isn't connected to the parting of the Jordan River and having Israel pass through. This is connected to circumcision. And so it makes more sense for this to be the shame of Egypt, the way that Egypt acted and the things that they believed, and the sins and the immoral nature that characterized the Egyptian society. I have rolled all of that away. And so the name of that place is called Gilgal to this day. And Gilgal, actually, I have a footnote in my Bible. It says it sounds like the Hebrew for to roll. And so basically, Gilgal is to roll. So I have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from you. And kind of an interesting word here, rolled. But you kind of think over to the gospel accounts. What do we see? We see a grave and a stone rolled away. And so once we were dead, but then God did something. I have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from you. You are now a new person. You are now mine. And this is exactly what we see in the gospel accounts with the Lord Jesus. So Joshua 5:9, and the Lord said to Joshua, "Today I have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from you." And so the name of that place is called Gilgal to this day. Joshua 5:9.